everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am Cold Fire, and today we are going to be reacting by request for a song that is by Madonna, and this is Vogue, live at the MTV Awards show in 1990. Now, I do remember the time that I tuned in to watch this, because this was when MTV actually had performers on there that were you showed up for. I mean, you canceled dates or waited to go out to the club just so you could officially watch it on TV, because there wasn't too much back then to record or, DVR it or whatever the word was. I remember we had the VCRs that you could put the tape in and record it, but if someone else was at home, chances are they recorded their stuff first. But we're going to be reacting to this, and I do know that it was a spectacular performance. I did react to the original video, and the song, of course, was inspired by the Harlem and underground transgender and drag queen scene, especially for the black and brown community. It was an underground sort of safe space for those individuals who could not express themselves in the mainstream media or outside in the regular dance clubs, because they had their own thing going on. There were different houses, and I know that Madonna had referenced one time that she was from the House of Extravaganza or something another. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember whenever, because I watched Pose, that was on one of the subscription channels, and you have to watch it if you haven't watched it. I think that they should have made it last a lot longer, but it did last long enough to get the message out. But I do remember when she was holding the auditions to do the video, she went to the underground, and because Madonna was always a step ahead of everyone else, and she was always checking out what's the newest, hottest thing, what's something that should be recognized and is not recognized, because she always stood for the underdog. And when she saw these, she just went all crazy about this and wanted to learn. So they taught her how to do it. And even in the movie, they give kudos to her because she was a mega star by then, and she put out this song. The only thing is in order for the video to actually get airplay, when she spoke about the famous people in the video, she had to use ones that were basically white celebrities in order for the video to get the airplay. This was a little bit before she really started pushing against the machine, but I think she pushed against the machine very well, because the song was an instant #1 hit. It was famous worldwide. It made her a bona fide queen of pop music, and it exceeded everyone's expectation. And so now we're going to get to see it live on the MTV Awards show. Well, it's not live, but it's recorded, but it was live at the time. And she does lip sync through this, I have to forewarn you, but when you get to see it, you'll understand why she had to lip sync through this. But anyways, without further chatter, here we go with Vogue from Madonna, live. Work, 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 work. Can't get no better. The Queen. Sorry to pause it, but I love the fact that she used the fans in here. When they made that popping sound, that was used to get your attention from Attitude when you were not being heard in the room back in those days. The era she's dressing in, I guess.
Everywhere you turn, it's heartache. It's everywhere that you go. You try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know. All else fails and you long to be something better than you are today. I know a place where you can get away. It's called a dance floor, and here's what it's for.
That came from. True. 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 Work it. Work it. Work it. I have to give a shout out because I believe this was when the statue challenge became popular, was because of this song. Because in the video they're standing like mannequins, and in here she's making them act like pictures.
Beautiful, you find
Come on, work it, work it, work it.
You got to let your body move to the music. You got to just let your body go with the flow. You got to
She worked it. Nobody can do it like Madonna. That's why she is the undisputed queen of pop. This goes to show you the magnitude of what Madonna can do. She is a perfectionist, which, by the way, if you haven't heard the news, she just got out of intensive care unit for a serious bacterial infection, which she had for almost a month, but she was trying to fight it so that she could be prepared to give her best for the celebration tour. This was her 40 plus years of entertaining us with hit after hit after hit after so much activism and giving back to the communities of the minorities and everything. And I think that more people need to respect her. I've seen so many people, Candace, I think she's on one of those conservative talk shows, talking about her looks and everything when she had the plastic surgery and everything. And girl, you might be in your 20s and 30s now, but you're on the air and you're getting watched and you have millions of viewers, and you'll be getting those Botox and whatever fillers they have in about 30 years, and we'll see what you look like. Because, as I reacted in a video by Taylor Swift, Karma is a bitch, and she's best served cold. So, for anyone out there who hates Madonna because you don't like the changing of the looks, you know, the blame is everywhere. I mean, she didn't need it, but she got it because she wanted it. And I believe that everyone has the right to do what they want to with whatever makes them feel good, as long as they aren't past the part of not knowing what they're doing. And I believe that Madonna knows what she is doing. She has always been in control. She has always been very strict about everything. But that's the main reason why she landed in the hospital and responsive, was because she was pushing 12 hours a day. And people say, oh, it's because she was 64, she was too old to be trying to keep up with 20s and the 30-year-olds out there doing it. It has nothing to do with that. Age is a number. If we sit back and tell somebody that you're 50, you guys stop going out in clubs and dancing and dressing this way, or, oh, you know, you're 60, so you can't be doing what the 20 and 30-year-olds are doing. Nobody knows your body but you. So if you feel like that you are 30 years old and you're 70 and you feel it, you act it. Don't let people suppress you. And it happens so much to women in music. I've heard so much feedback on my page about, like, Kylie Minogue. She wasn't played on the radio, even in the UK, because she was over 50. And the same thing was done to Madonna. She had two great albums that came out with a lot of great messages and videos, but they never got a chance to go anywhere on the charts because they wouldn't play them on the radio. I mean, there were some parts in there that could have been edited, due to illicit, what am I saying? Language. But that's what they have a lot of the radio versions for, that they make a lot of. And I think that women need to stop knocking women down and support each other, because we all need to realize that we're all going to get older, and we're going to look back and we're going to try to hold on to whatever we can to keep us as young as we can, to feeling as vibrant as we can, because everyone has experienced getting old and looking in the mirror and saying, I'm not what I used to be, and that makes me feel sad. Now, there are some people out there that are completely comfortable with growing old naturally. There is nothing wrong with that. But there are people out there that they feel still young at heart, and they want to reflect in the mirror what they feel in their heart, in their mind. So live and let live is all I got to say on that point. But like I said, this was a fabulous performance, and I mean, when she came out with the Marie Antoinette, and it was inspired by some movie that she had previously seen, and she wanted to incorporate that into the Vogue. And of course, whenever they did the voguing underground, they would always come dressed to the nines, and they would have like challenges of like, this house is dressed the best, this house does the better moves, this house does this and all that. And it was a very endearing times, because there was a lot of people out there that had gotten AIDS and had no help. There was no cure for it. There was nothing out there, and a lot of these kids were homeless and everything. So what they call the den mothers, the ones that were of age, they would all go and rent these, I don't know how you call them, low income, bad parts of town where they could get cheap rent. And they would all, help out in the house by getting, small jobs and everything else wherever it was. Most of it was, unfortunately, had to be prostitution, because they weren't able to work because of age restrictions. They weren't old enough to work. But anyways, getting off that subject, but I think she sends a strong message when she did the Vogue, that really showed us that, she was a big, strong ally for the minorities of the world. And just by her putting the song out and calling it Vogue, and I noticed that one of the guys in here, the dancers that was also on her tour, the Blonde Ambition, he was also in Pose. He was one of the judges on there. Can't remember what his name is off the top of my head. But I hope that you liked this video as much as I did. I always enjoy Madonna, watching her live. She always does live performances better than recordings. But just, if you like this, please comment, subscribe, like, and suggest more Madonna songs for me to listen to and play for you. Without further ado, have a great, safe day. Stay kind to everyone, love everyone, and just live and let live. Okay? Much love.